child. But at the end of the day, oh, and yeah, and the rationale that he can't read, he can't write, he's not good at all these different things. I'm sorry, bruh, but it's 2019. I am not willing to accept any shenanigans on that level, on that scope.
I agree.
Cancel R.Kelly. And you know, I really had a moment when Jada Pinkett Smith had posted on Instagram that she was having a hard time.
Shout out to Jada Pinkett Smith
and the red table.
Hey, like that's.
Hey girl,
Can we hashtag that?
Yes, we can.
Yeah. Okay.
But when she posted on Instagram that she was having a hard time understanding why his sales had skyrocketed
after I had the same feeling.
The documentary kind of, you know, went out there. But this is the thing. Hollywood has been synonymous with abuse since that time.
Yeah.
And so I'm not in the position of saying why these things happen. I understand that these things happen, but at the end of the day, we all have to hold ourselves accountable. And the challenge that I have with R.Kelly is that he's not holding himself accountable. He's using all of these different excuses for the things that he's done.
Okay.
And, you know, there was this clip that I saw where he was saying, you know, where were these people 30 years ago when these things happened? And I was like, hold on, bro. Stop. Where was your accountability?
Thank you.
You know, and there's nothing wrong with saying I have a problem, but you first have to acknowledge
that I have a problem.
Okay?
And there's this quote that says, your wound isn't your fault, but your healing is your responsibility.
It is.
And I live by that 100%.
Yes, you can't justify you being hurt for hurting other people. There's no justification in that.
None.
And so my whole thing is, I'm not of the mute R.Kelly. I'm for the cancellation. Sorry.
She's speaking for both of us.
Cancel
R.Kelly.
Period.
Point blank. There's no excuse. I agree wholeheartedly. And I saw a response from Master P and people. I think it was like not Kaya.
Would hold the parents accountable?
Yeah, and I agree. I understand that rhetoric, but then I also saw this quote that said, you know, there's no young girl who's fast enough for somebody who's into children to catch them, and I agree with that wholeheartedly %. You know, there are parents and there are children who are naive, but if a grown adult man isn't into a child, he won't fool with them. And
exactly. And then, not to cut you off, but there was this study that I read a few months back
about it
that acknowledged that African American girls are perceived to be, like, between the ages of 8 to 11 or something like that, are perceived to be more in control of their body.
Speak on
than their Caucasian counterparts.
Speak on it.
And my whole thing is, how is that so when we're both adolescents, when we're both little girls, and we're both supposed to be playing with dolls? You feel me morally, I must have this aptitude as a grown African American woman. And speaking of women of color, you know, there's still this rhetoric that we different.
Yeah.
That development is different. It might be in some extent, but if you're a child, you're a child. And you're supposed to be a child.
I think to some extent is that because we've been taking the brunt so long and that we perceived as stronger. But the only reason that we're perceived as strong is because we've had to take so much more, you know, because, and I'm not trying to alienate anyone or be offensive, but a white person who has, you know, experienced something that a black person has experienced is culturally appropriate for people to rally around the white counterpart and be like, oh no, you've experienced that. But for the black person, you're supposed to endure. You're supposed to be strong. And that's something that we inherit. But that's something that we inherit through slavery. You're supposed to take it. You're supposed to be stronger. But what if I told you that we're the same people? Our skin tone just different. We're not supposed to take more just because of our skin tone. Sorry, black women, it isn't something that's unique to black women per se. Even young black men, they see a black man as an adult. He could be a 10-year-old and, you know, And I don't think we have that problem in our country. Is a predominantly
the black man is perceived
as an adult,
an aggressor.
Exactly.
Naturally.
So pow, pow, pow.
Exactly.
But his white counterpart, and again, we're not trying to hit out at anybody. We're just speaking. His white counterpart is seen as a boy, but a 10-year-old black man is seen as a man. So pow, pow, pow. This is a threat. Black women, you fast, you rude. This is what you want. Take it. You know, when we've had to heal in the shadows all this time, so I've been really disappointed in some of the response from the black community.
Girl, I've been disappointed in some of the things that I've said, because you know, one of the things that really irked me, seeing this quote or a comment coming up, so we're gonna negate the fact that y'all was running after grown niggas or grown men were coming to pick you up from school, but then all y'all need to be held accountable.
Boom. And then like people were saying, like, I saw comments on like the shade room that saying like, oh, so when y'all coming over when y'all coming after Harvey Weinstein, when y'all coming after Charlie Sheen, and I'm like, that don't negate the point. That don't negate the fact that like R.Kelly has hurt black girls, black women, and like in the documentary you saw that these were girls who like could have sing or like who had high prospects or who wanted to do it.
They came under the roofs of being helped, and being promoted into industry and being bamboozled.
Boom. So I agree that the parents, some of these parents need to be held more accountable. I need to be more tight with how they handle their children, but it make me feel like,
but the responsibility,
y'all don't care about the victims.
The ultimate responsibility, aside from parents needing to talk, you know, because I saw this thing too, that parents need to teach their children how to not be victims.
And that's not it.
You know,
that's not a real thing. You can't teach it. You can't teach somebody how to not be a victim, because let me tell you who's a victim. Let me tell y'all who subscribing to this channel and to watching our video who's a victim. Anybody who you can think of. The rich. I mean, and the thing that blows me away is that this is something that you could Google. It's right there. The rich are victims. The poor are victims. The people who are familial support are victims. The people who don't have familial support are victims. Like, anybody can be a victim. You can't. It doesn't make sense to make a campaign targeted at victims. You have to target what's around the victims. You have to target the suspects. You have to target the people who, you know, because anybody can be a victim of this. Anybody can be a victim of sexual assault.
Victim blaming will never get you anywhere.
Nowhere.
And at the end of the day, the perpetrator and the persons responsible for helping orchestrate all of this abuse that seemingly happened in a vacuum need to be held accountable.
And it's too easy for the suspects to get away. Like, it's too easy. Like, I can't believe... It don't even have to be money. That's the thing. It don't even have to be money. Because I saw a post that say, you know, expose your uncles, expose your cousins. And I was agreeing with it, because that's true. Take away the money and think about people in your own, you know, community.
Of course.
It don't have to necessarily be money. I have a whole book in my, I'm going to get that book. You know, about predators. It don't have to be money, you know. It could be your coaches.
We will put that book in the bio piece at the bottom there. Drop bar. You know how we do it.
I just, like, I don't want to spend our whole video on this. I feel like we've spoken about this a lot, but it makes more sense to believe the victims. Statistically, and this is not an opinion thing, and that's the thing that gets me about the R.Kelly thing the most, is that it's not an opinion thing. Statistically, these predators get away because people are more inclined to believe the predator than the victim, and that's not rocket science. Like,
and so what we will say here is we again cancel R.Kelly, but we are inclined to believe that every man and woman gets a right to choose for themselves what they choose to believe, and you're entitled to that, but we here on For the Grief finna cancel
R.Kelly. I agree wholeheartedly. Nice.
That's that.
Thank you for wrapping it up.
Who wanna argue? could argue with themselves.
And then you can let us know in the comments too why you still support R.Kelly. But again,
I'm
sure.
gonna read it.
I can read it.
Okay. Danica will read it, but I will not. Okay? But no tea, no shade. You go ahead, boo.
Moving on. We are over that. We just wanted to touch on that.
Yes.
We did not do a check-in, Dre. How are you? Have you been?
Oh, girl.
How have you
honey.
been?
I am happy that tomorrow is Friday. But, you know, I'm just trying to have a productive 2019. I don't want to make excuses this year.
Okay.
So I have to finish my goals. Have you done your goals for 2019? Have you written them out?
Moving on.
So for 2019, I have to finalize writing my goals, and I'm hopeful to do that. Hopefully by Sunday, finish writing out my goals, and to commit to them, and to try to have more positive energy, and to let all the outside noise.
How's the positive energy going, my friend?
Girl, listen, energy is a serious thing. Okay?
I see you post the Nipsey quote.
Girl,
and I like it.
listen. Nipsey Hussle, Nipsey, look here. I support you here. There was this video that I shared with Danica from Instagram, and it was Nipsey Hussle talking about energy. And the reality is, we come into contact with people every single day, our own energy, other people's energy, and oftentimes we respond to energy differently, right? And so the take home from that is, whatever you're waking up with, whatever you're doing within yourself, or whatever is going on in yourself, you're going to transmit that.
Okay.
And so my take home was, if you waking up with this negative energy, what you finna manifest? Some negative
Negativity.
stuff. And so one of my goals for 2019 is to manifest positive energy.
Okay.
And so
So far, have you been positive?
Girl,
Have you been manifesting positive
I'm
energy?
sorry for another day.
I
Working
know.
towards some things, but I'm trying.
Okay.
What about you? How have you been?
I've been hanging in there.
Give us some more.
I've been hanging in there since the beginning of the year. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I feel like we've been, speaking for a long while. But, usually I have a lot of, goals and direction for the year. This year is a little bit different, but I've been trying to just take my time and move in the, just feel myself and feel comfortable. So I have goals for the year per se. But I don't know if I've been in a positive space per se, and I feel like that's okay. You're not always going to be in a positive space. I feel like
sure enough won't.
Exactly, and I feel like in the recent years I've been using positivity in a way to overcome certain things, and so I'm in a space now where feeling other things other than positivity. But I'm moving forward, and I still, again, trusting God and trusting my purpose and trusting the universe to manifest what I need for my greatest good and to become who I want to come. I think moving forward with this vlog is one of the main things that moving me forward. But I still coming together with it, honestly. I don't have it figured out. I don't have.
Understandable.
Yeah. I don't have what I want for the year fully figured out per se. So.
Okay.
And I accept that that's okay, because
that is.
It is.
That everything is a process, and despite me trying to get my goals together for 2019, I know that there are gonna be some sidebars. There are gonna be some moments when I'm like, "Girl, that ain't about the goal," But you have to work through those things, and there's nothing wrong with that. And then recognizing that there are gonna be days when it's gonna be rough, and you're gonna be like, "Bruh."
Oh my gosh, you know that? I don't know. You know the cooling waters? You know the cooling waters? Oh my gosh. So my mommy used to play cooling waters back in the day, and one of their songs says, "If it's starting all over again, it's gonna be rough."
Go ahead, girl.
So my mommy still listens to cooling waters, and I'm totally into the cooling waters.
Okay.
And one of their songs is "Starting all over again, it's gonna be rough."
We might have to start over because it can be rough.
It can be rough.
There's no
But I agree
guarantees
with
in life, and that's exactly it.
Yeah. You just gotta trust
Live with gratitude.
Boom. Live with
gratitude.
Trust God enough. Trust the universe
Yes.
enough. Whatever it is you believe in. I personally believe in God. Jehovah God. I believe in the powers of the universe. So that's our episode for today.
Whoop, whoop.
4 degrees.
4 degrees. So just saying bye. Walk with intention. Live with gratitude. And do you. Deuces. Well,
Thank you.
Not deuces, but deuces.
That's throughses.
4.
Throughses.
Bye.
No, but thank you so much for watching our channel. We appreciate it so much.
Love you.
We love doing this, by the way. I mean, it's only been our second channel,
video, but hey,
we really into it.
We are connecting.
We are.
Thank you.
It's been such a blessing.
Yes.
Honestly, like even before the talk, like I'm so happy that you did this. I'm happy that you edited it.
What?
I'm happy with the conversation that we had before it.
Yes.
And I'm happy to do this with you.
I
am very
grateful.
I'm very blessed for all the feedback, all the comments, everybody who subscribed. Thank you so much. Like you supporting the dream.
Yes. So until our next video.
Bye.
Bye.